Where's Sheldon Yellen?
No.
Sheldon?
The building just started ripping apart.
Metal, wood, glass.
10 minutes after I get up from my desk, this room's gone.
Belfour rolled into town and they quickly started fixing our school.
All this damage with the tornado and everything, and this Belfour employee noticed a goldfish and took him home. Though I am sure a goldfish may be the least of your concerns, I wanted to let you know that he is alive and doing well at our home in Westfield. We call him Henry. We would like to return him to you and your students whenever the time comes that you are able to take him back.
Good morning, Henryville. Welcome to our first day of school.
I made them a promise that their kids would be back on the first day of school. At Belfour, we're restoring more than property.
Not only does Sheldon restore and rescue property, but he also makes sure his employees are treated properly, so he decided to go on the show Undercover Boss.
I think sometimes when you've climbed up a ladder so far, you forget what it's like to be on the bottom. And for him to get on his hands and knees and come into a crawl space that was a horrible crawl space. I called my CEO a big fat baby.
Hey Sheldon, I was wondering if you could tell them where your story begins.
Growing up, I'm the oldest of four boys, and we didn't have it easy. My dad got sick when we were a young age and really has not been involved with our upbringing. My mom raised four boys alone and spent some time on welfare. And the one thing she instilled in all of us was that the only way to get out of that situation was to pull together as a family. And so we started working, all of us, at a very young age. I myself started working at 11 years old. I would get out of school. My mom would drive me to, in fact, it was the original Leo's Coney Island on 12 and a half Mile and Southfield Road. I worked my first job. I made 65 cents an hour. All my friends were out doing things and having fun and going to parties, whatever. I was working. I worked probably 80 plus hours a week. I would start at 6:30 in the morning. I wouldn't stop till 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
And how much did you attend school?
I would show up to school every once in a while because I was busy working. Eventually, as all my friends were going off to college, I wound up getting accepted to Michigan State, but I never formally graduated high school. And in fact, I finally graduated high school. I have my high school diploma from June of 2011. I got married to Iris in '84 and joined Quality Construction / Inricon, which is today Belfour, in 1985. I joined that business. There was about 19 employees when I joined it. The business was doing approximately $6-7 million when I joined. And today, it had one office. Today, we have over 300 offices around the world, 30 countries. We do $1.5 billion a year in business. We own 9 or 10 other businesses.
But the question still remains unanswered. Why should Sheldon's story be told?
And the single greatest part of the journey was the ability for me to meet people along the way that I've made sure I've stayed in touch with after all these years. And so to this day, I'm still in touch with my teachers from high school, some of my teachers from Thompson Junior High School. I still go and speak as a celebrity reader at Thompson Junior High every year. I, in fact, in my office here tonight, just received a letter and note from my high school principal, Harry Pogatz. Just got done reading it just now. And I've made great friends along the way from 30, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, both in business and personal, and I go out of my way to make sure I stay in touch with them today. And that's been the single greatest part of the journey, is that I've got to collect people. And I've been accused. People say to me, my partner Joe Scialino says to me, he collects people. And don't take that in a bad way, it's in a good way. I collect people now, because we're in 30 countries around the world. I collect people from all over the world. And as you know, I just got back tonight from France and Israel and England, all of which we know people. That I get to travel the world and know people from different cultures and countries. And that's been the greatest part of this whole journey.